If you want to be a better agent, this is exactly where you need to be. This truly is such a unique community of people that are on your team and rooting for you.
I'm joined by Mia. You are our agent of the month in August 2025, and I want to give you just such a huge congratulations from the entire team.
Thank you so much, Jared.
And look, I know some of the numbers you put up in the last little bit, right? Almost $2 million in the last, 90 days to 6 months, roughly, something like that. You're just such a positive contribution to our community. You're somebody that is a real beacon of information and somebody who's always willing to share. And you just make such a great impact into our community. So before you kind of came to Juicebox, because I think we're almost at the 2-year mark, right? Before Juicebox, how long had you been in the insurance business for?
I wrote my first policy in October of 2022. It's a very lonely industry where you are expected to learn everything on your own and figure everything out, and you don't really have anybody helping you or guiding you. And what I was drawn to Juicebox by was the sense of community, and it is fantastic. It's so great to be here with like-minded people that are willing to help out and help everybody be successful in their career and get celebrated, because that's not how the outside is. The outside is angry when you are successful, and that's not Juicebox at all.
Can you say a little bit more, Mia, about the community piece? And I only ask because you're such an important driver of that community piece. Like, I think when people think about Juicebox, there's a lot of people that have that connection to you because of the value that you drive for others. So what's important to you about that community?
Everybody's on the same team for the first time ever. They're here to help you figure out your cases as far as like what's best for the client, and really the client focus, which really puts the agent in the position to better serve their client, which ends up winning way more cases, and you feel good about it. I think one of the main things that I've been impressed with Juicebox over 2 years that I've been here is that the client is always first. It's never about like tricking the client into something. And coming to Juicebox, I've learned so much, but I've also learned so many things that I was told previously that were absolutely wrong and unethical, and I didn't know better. And so getting to know that things are done the right way and the client is first in all of that, and knowing that you're actually serving your client rather than focusing on the sale. The sales will come if you serve the client.
It's been 2 years, so you may not know the answer to this, but do you remember, how did you first hear about Juicebox?
I saw an ad on either Facebook or Instagram of Jim saying that, I don't even remember what he said, but it sounded way better than where I was at currently. And they had tools to figure out retirement. And I think that the forecaster that we have is such a huge, important pack or tool that we have in our arsenal now to make sure that we are looking at things that we might not have thought of or known about or considered previously, and having it be an all-in-one place, so that you can see what's going to be best for the client and consider things that maybe you might not have known or seen before.
Out of all the tools that Juicebox offers, right, the forecaster being one of them, script, you brought up coaching as well, I think, in case design and case planning, support, etc. What do you find to be the most important tool in your toolbox with Juicebox?
I think that everybody presents differently, but the forecaster is what I check my numbers with. I use it as a tool. I guess that's the best thing I could say. I can use it as a tool to see what this person's projections are going to be. And it's more in depth than just doing an illustration. It gives you, historical information. It gives you projections towards the future. And we all know that history doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. It lets you see things in a different light, in a different angle. It also gives you the numbers to help sell a case. And it gives you so much insight as to whether people are in the correct product or not the correct product. And using the information from annuity rescue specifically, I've done about 1.5 million. I would say I only move probably 20 to 15% of people that I review their annuities. Definitely not going to fix everybody. Some people are in a good place, but knowing whether they are or whether you can put them in a better place is a huge tool.
Mia, when you think about the other folks in our community right now, you talked about the importance of the forecaster. What wisdom lessons do you pass on to those folks, maybe just starting out in their first week?
It's so overwhelming. That's what I would say. You are going to have so much information. It's like an information volcano that's going to come your way. Go through everything, watch all the training, then reach out and lean into the community and say, this is what I have. Where do I need to go? It will make so much more sense because You don't have to know something, you just have to be familiar with something to be able to go back and learn it. And the community is so good at saying, "Hey, yeah, congratulations on your case. This is what we would do. These are the questions you need to ask in order for us to point you in the correct direction. Once you're in the correct direction, these are the tools that you're going to use. Lean in, ask the questions, then use what pertains to you. And when you get a new case that you haven't gotten previously, then ask the community again. They'll point you in the right direction and you can learn that part."
We've got somebody who's been looking around. They've been searching at Juicebox. They're similar to you. Maybe they saw Jim on Facebook or Instagram and they wanted to learn more. What do you say to that person?
I think that so many times people are like, "Oh, this is the best community," because they think that they're probed to say that. But this truly is such a unique community of people that are on your team and rooting for you. Not only the other agents that you're gonna work with, but also the back office. There's more support than you could, I mean, sometimes too much support, that you go from being a brand new or maybe not brand new, maybe you are advanced. We have people that have written $300 million and they're still learning. You're gonna go into a community where everybody's rooting for you and going for your success. And I think that if you want to be a better agent, this is exactly where you need to be. There is nothing like it. I can't tell you how many things, I mean, and it's not like things really matter, but I can't tell you how many times people have celebrated my success when I am totally like, "I'm just doing my job. I don't know why you're giving me another cool little gizmo or gadget," but it's awesome for you to be able to not only grow your knowledge, grow your abilities to be able to serve others and put people like grow your business, but also to have a whole team of agents and support and marketing helping you be successful for however you want to grow. But they're there saying, "Hey, what can we do?" There's sales coaching calls if you have problems with sales or if you want to get better. There is case planning. So people will go over your cases and say, "Hey, did you think of that? But what about if you do that?" And they'll work with you until you fully, fully, fully understand it, not until you're like, okay. And you're just kind of deer in the headlights. And I think that that is so huge that the people on the team make sure that you understand what you're doing instead of just giving you information for you to be a robot.
Well, speaking of being excited for results, Mia, thank you for your great contributions here, your great contributions in our community and your continued success. As you said, we're just here to drive more of that, and your success inspires all of us on the team. And so thank you so much for your time today and our Agent of the Month for August 2025.
Thank you, Jared. I appreciate it.
If you want to install the exact same system into your business, click the link in our description, book a call from there. Our team will walk you through the whole thing and we'll see if it's a fit for you. Look forward to seeing you on the inside.